Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, so we have our tanker pretty much complete, and you know what? I'm going to fire up the engines, and I'll show you guys some of the features and stuff like that. I don't know how stable it's going to be. You know, this thing has fuel kind of mixed up all the way around it, and you know, so the flight could be a little funky, but we'll see what happens. Oh Jesus, yeah, look at all those RCS, just insane. Just flip this thing around and you'll be surprised at the maneuverability of such a big object. But man, it has no problems just turning all the way around. I did end up finding out some new stuff about the update that's supposed to be coming out. I don't know if it's going to come out before or after this video, so I did find out that they're going to be putting a chair into the game. Yeah, a chair. No, nothing too serious, but basically you're going to be able to attach a chair to like anything. And I'm going to ferry out too. I'm going to use this stage to ferry out. We're going to go out to about 350, and I'm going to, you know, really, I'm going to stretch your legs, so I might as well do that right now. And, you know, I'll show you some of the features of this thing. So, you know, this isn't going to be the most exciting episode, you know, like I always say, probably every episode, but I'm going to throttle it back for a second, and I'm just going to show you. Alright, so if you take this engine here, and I were to just transfer out all the fuel, you see the engine's still running. And if I do the same thing to this one, the engine is still running. Now, there's a reason for that, you know, and that's when I was talking about adding these fuel lines. The Jool 10 or Jool 11 Explorer doesn't have that. It has the same configuration, but I did not add those fuel lines, and one of them is flawed, so I have to constantly refuel just one engine in the entire thing. So you can see where that becomes a problem when you gotta constantly refuel one of these little tiny tanks, and you got a big one sitting right next to it, and you can see the frustration that kind of sets in sometimes. But that's just the kind of, you know, things that happen when you are inexperienced, well, you know, creating certain things. So that, you know, once again, that's going to save you lots of time. If you build in that configuration, please, I'm telling you, do that. It works. It's tried, it tested and tried, and it works, and I've been there and done that, and you know, I'll save you a lot of time. So I mean, this just looks awesome though in the middle. Like I know a lot of you guys, like, this thing isn't really the most detailed ship, but you can see all these like struts and all this crap just going on in the middle. It's awesome. So alright, let's get this thing there we go. Save the RCS fuel a little bit. Alright, there we go. Get that centered. And we're going to lock it there. Just wait for a second. And then when we get lined up here, and then I'll start my burn. We'll get this thing charted out to 350. That's kind of where I plan to put it. You know, somewhere around 350. Whatever works. So, fire up these engines. And God, this thing is just amazing. Oh, turn off SAS, too. Oh, killed the engines by accident. Just get it charted out. I don't want it to be too close to the planet when I start my initial burn to get to the moon. So, I really hope mining gets added to this game eventually. It's really getting down to the point now. Where I got a very big fuel supply line just kind of set up already. So, let's see. We got a little bit of fuel in here, a little in here. I think that's just transfer this out, and we'll have a completed ship in about 5 seconds or so. I just want to make sure I can get all the RCS I can and all the fuel I can. There's no point in wasting it, so. Yeah, there we go. This one's empty. I know why it's empty too, so. Alright. No, I did use a lot of RCS fuel, so let me get this. Alright, in. What ended up happening is this is just from, you know, using all the RCS when docking these things. So, let me see. I'm going to put whatever I can in here. And then I'm just going to do this real quick. Sorry. But, yeah, I'm just going to see how much I need. I might need, like, maybe one more tank, which really shouldn't be a problem. I'll be able to bring that up on one fueling mission, so one fueling mission should be enough for at least the RCS, but to fill this thing up, my god. Alright, so we're looking a little bit better on RCS than we were before, so let's make this thing a complete ship, and I'm going to decouple this stage, so there we go. It's gone. We have a complete ship, I think. Maybe not. Now we do. There we go. Yes, we have a complete ship. This is just looking amazing, guys. I mean, I know it's not the most detailed or crazy looking ship, but we did it. We got a basic, just giant floating fuel tank with, you know, floating RCS / fuel tank. It's got 8 of these, yeah, 8 of the big ones and 8 of the small ones. That's all we needed. What is it? Yeah, 8 and 8. Yeah. That's amazing. It's perfect. And then we got our main fuel tank, which has fuel in it. Not a lot, but it has fuel. So, in our total fuel capacity right now is 24,000, and the oxidizer is 30,000, and total RCS storage is 6,000. Amazing. That's more than enough I'll ever need, at least to refuel. And yeah, that is just amazing. This has to be my biggest ship, by the way, too, I think. But, yeah, anyways, guys, if you like what you see here, subscribe, and, oh, I should rename this thing right before I call this episode. I did name it the Kerbal Tanker. It's going to be the Jool Tanker. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it as Jool Tanker. Yeah, that works. Alright. Yeah, so anyways, guys, thank you for watching. You like what you see here, subscribe, check out my Facebook, my Twitter. I always post my latest Kerbal updates and, you know, my videos and all that good stuff. And, yeah, I will see you next time.